Well, hello everybody. Welcome back to the Bison Workshop. I'm Bob. And today I'd like to tell you guys a story. Basically, this is going to be my review on what just happened to me. As everybody remembers, the last video I did was about my cell phone, and I mashed it up in smithereens and went and bought a new phone. Well, in order for me to buy this new phone, I had just got a refund from a computer motherboard that I'd gotten for my shop, so that I could replace the motherboard in the shop computer. Right now the computer doesn't, or the shop doesn't have a computer, so I can look up parts. So the guy wouldn't ship it to me, so I ended up getting a refund of $65. Well, I took that $65. What the heck is all over my glasses? I took that $65 to Walmart, and what is wrong with my glasses? There's something on them. Sorry. What in the hell? Sorry. Anyway, so I went online and I ordered a phone from Walmart. And Walmart kind of impressed me. The last time I bought something, I bought a 4-pound hammer and it came the next day. So I thought, well, wow, next day's delivery, that's pretty cool. So I did. I get it the next day, and as soon as I got it, I gathered all the stuff up, and my truck was sitting around back here with all the wood that came out of my pump room for the floor, where I had replaced the floor and stuff, so I couldn't really use my truck, so I had to borrow my landlord's truck. And I thought that was pretty decent of him to let me borrow his truck. It's a brand new truck, he just bought it. So, I mean, that was pretty cool of him to do that. So, I borrowed my landlord's truck, and I go to Summersville, which is about 55 miles from me. That's a 110-mile round trip. So, now I have to wash his vehicle the next time for free. Detail it. That's $70 right there. So now I'm out of $70 to do his truck. All because of what happened. So now I'm going to tell you that story. So I head to Summersville to the AT&T store to have them set my phone up and switch everything from my SD card and my SIM to the new phone. Well, I got the A15. I wanted the A12 because it was identical to mine, and I already have phone protectors for it. I already have a case for it that I'm happy with, so I wanted the A12. But the A12 was like $120 or $109 on eBay, and that's for an unlocked phone, and you just can't trust a used phone. I don't want a used phone. I wanted a new phone. So I ended up buying the A12. So I took it to the store, and they spent the better part of about 2 hours trying to get that thing set up. So they finally got it to the point where he could make a phone call, and he did. He made a phone call to one of his employees in the same room as us, and we heard it ring. It went through, everything was fine. So I get in my landlord's truck and I head back home. I get about 12 miles, 10 or 12 miles from Walmart and the AT&T store, and I decided to call my buddy Dale just to let him know everything worked out. We got the phone fixed and everything hunky dory. Well, I get a message from AT&T saying, thanks for using AT&T. And I'm like, this ain't Dale. So, and it said that the phone was not set up properly and that I needed to take it back to the store I got it from. So I do. I turn around, right in the medium. I turn around, head right back to the AT&T store. So I get back to the AT&T store. I walk in, and while I'm walking in, I'm reaching down, trying to make a phone call, and so I could show or let the guy hear what message I got. Because I couldn't make no phone calls. So then he checks it out through the computer and he says, well, the phone has been reported stolen by Walmart. Yeah, that's what I did. I was scratching my head like, what the hell? I just got it in the mail this morning. It was a sealed package. You had to pull that little strip off, like sort of pizza box. I had to pull that off of it. It was in a sealed, brand new box. Sent to me by Walmart. Next day. So I said, what do you mean stolen? I haven't stolen a thing in my life. Well, at this point, I'm starting to have a really bad day. So they go and try to fix the problem, and they said that there wasn't nothing they could do about it, that they was going to have, or I was going to have to take it back to Walmart. So I had to pack all that stuff up off the table and take it straight to Walmart and exchange it for another phone. Well, I was hoping to get the A15 because I'd seen a lot of reviews on it and everything was fine. So I get to Walmart and I explained to them in the electronics department. I went to customer service and they said I'd have to go back to the electronics department for them to help me. So I did. I went back there and it was a nice girl and a guy and the manager. All three were at the counter. As soon as they heard me say that Walmart accused me of stealing a phone, I had the attention of every employee there within a 20-foot radius that came up to see what was going on. I'm almost in tears by this time because it was just overwhelming for me. I'm not used to having to fight tooth and nail like that to get anything done. So finally, they said that this was not uncommon for this to happen. I'm like, what? You mean it's common for them to accuse somebody of stealing their phone? Yes, they said. It happens all the time, she said. I said, well, that's not good. So finally, we got it all worked out to where they were going to give me a new phone, but they had to refund the first one. So they refunded me the first one, and instead of putting it on my credit card because it would have took a couple days to get it, they put it on a gift card so I could use it immediately. So they gave me the gift card, and they started taking the phone they sent me and resetting it so that all my information was off of it, and my SIM card that I had just gotten from AT&T, they gave that back to me, and I gave them the original SIM card that was in the phone. Because AT&T couldn't use the SIM card that came with it. They had to initiate a new one. So we ended up getting this phone, which is a Moto G Play. It's supposed to have 64 gigs of RAM and it says expandable up to 1 terabyte of memory. So I get a new case, which was a piece of junk, and it was like a two-piece. It's supposed to be waterproof and protector, screen protector and all that on it. And so I got that, got the phone, and immediately I took it back to the AT&T store to have them set it up. Well, you have these PIN numbers that you have to have for every single thing you do in life. If you walk up the street, I'm sure before it's over, we're going to have a PIN number to be able to do that. I mean, the country today has PIN locked us out of all of our stuff. We can't have a normal life because everything hinges on a PIN number. Well, I know my PIN number for AT&T, but it wouldn't work. Because when I go to punch in for my voicemail for AT&T, I punch in the PIN number, and because it's less than 8 characters, I had to say the PIN number twice. So that's how my PIN number was set up. It was blah, 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 and then blah, 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 8 characters. It was just a repeat of the first 4 characters. So that way I could remember it. Well, I told them that, and they tried it. It didn't work. They tried it without just 4 characters. Didn't work. It's suspended. AT&T then suspended my account. Yeah, I'm not having a bad day by this point. I have hemorrhoids. I'm standing there for so long dealing with that, dealing with the phone that shouldn't have happened like the way it did. And then they say, well, we're not going to be able to do this or get this phone working unless we start a new account with a new SIM card. I said, well, I'm not losing my number. I need my number to stay the way it is. Well, they said, well, we can't do that. You're going to have to start a new account with a new number. So I lost my phone number. All because of AT&T and Walmart. Well, if anybody that does any kind of business, you know what kind of a job it is to change your phone number for every single person you've ever dealt with. It's important for me to keep my phone number the same because I depend on that to make money. I got 2 lawnmowers sitting on top of the hill that's got my old phone number on it. Now I got to go up there and take them down and change them. It's just more of an issue that I wasn't ready for. Well, guess what? I had already spent all my money that I was able to spend to get the phone in the first place. Because my LP gas tank is on empty, and I had $500 in my account to take care of that. Well, because I had to go and buy or pay them for another account. I had to pay them another, I think it was $45 or $48. Well, that left me not having enough money to get gas for my LP tank. So now I don't know what's going to happen with my fuel. So AT&T and Walmart has pretty much taken over my life. They pretty much tell me what I need and what I don't need. So I had to pay them more money. So I ended up paying for the phone, the case, and the new account because AT&T suspended my account. I guess they thought I was trying to steal a phone. And the store was the one doing the damn work for me. So I got that paid. And I finally did get home after dark. It was about six hours later, and my landlord was thinking something happened. And he can't get a hold of me because I don't have a phone number he knows now. I couldn't get a hold of him because, remember, I destroyed the phone, which probably was a bad idea, but you know, when I get in them moods or that frame of mind, I just don't think about stuff like that. And yeah, I agree, it was probably dumb to do that, but it didn't work for me, so it was no good for me. I didn't need it if it don't work. So I couldn't call nobody because I don't remember nobody's number. If it's not in my phone, you don't get a call from me because I don't remember your number. And I'm not going to sit and write down every number in the world or the people I know. I'm not going to do that. That's the whole point of having technology, to make your life better. But it doesn't. It doesn't make your life better. It makes it worse. But now we have to adapt to it. So, but you know, I lost more money than I should have spent. I borrowed a vehicle that I ended up keeping way too long. Now I have to pay him to make up for the time that I used it and the gas that I used. I used a quarter tank of gas in his truck. So the only way I could compensate him for that is to offer him to detail his vehicle the next time, which he does have me do a lot. The next time I'd do it for free, and he said that's fine. So I'm losing $70 plus what I paid for the phone. I ended up paying triple for the phone because of AT&T and Walmart. So the moral of the story is this: don't trust Walmart or AT&T.